Hey guys, welcome back to another one of these Everton career mode videos. Today's episode, there's a lot going on. We're going to be finishing off the season and hopefully with a bit of luck we may just end up as Premier League champions. Right now we are top of the league with 41 points. And things are looking good for us. We've also invested in a few players. Last episode, of course, in the summer transfer window, we brought in David Neres and Iñaki Williams, and both of them have been really good. Although Sigurdsson has been our top performer, so hopefully things can, continue going in the right direction in this episode as well. We've got a good amount of money to spend at 36.59 million. So yes, we are going to be making transfers in this January transfer window, and also we've got some tough games in the FA Cup and in the Carabao Cup. We are alive in all three domestic competitions, so I'm excited for this one. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I'm recording this with a bit of a different format compared to my normal career modes. Let me know your thoughts on that. Drop a like, subscribe, let's begin. That's a big win for us in the Premier League against Leicester. David Neres and Richarlison with the goals. Well, this is a bit embarrassing as we've gotten ourselves knocked out of the FA Cup 3-0 by Spurs, but oh well, it was bound to happen. With the Everton team we have right now, we can't really compete in all three competitions. Okay, so Leighton Baines is joining Fenerbahce on the expiry of his contract, which means next season we will need to bring in a left back. For now, I think I'm really happy with Luca Digne and of course Leighton Baines. Well, this was not expected. At home to Bournemouth, we've lost 2-0 in the Premier League. Not really a good result, is it? Alright, now time for some transfer business. Of course, we do need a centre-back with Jagielka retiring at the end of the season or potentially leaving for another club. And the fact that Kurt Zuma is on loan, I'd love to bring in a centre-back right now itself. And Benjamin Pavard, World Cup winner, seems like the perfect choice. He's pretty quick, versatile as well. Let's try and sign him. Alright guys, I'm offering 22 million for Benjamin Pavard. Seems like a decent offer. Let's see what they come back and say. And that's a fair offer, so 22 million for Pavard. Okay, so this is what I'm offering Benjamin Pavard. 5 years, crucial, squad role, £62,000 per week, and a signing bonus of about 550,000. He wants 64,000. I ain't fighting for £2,000. So there you go. Benjamin Pavard has joined Everton. Well, there you go, guys. Pavard will be vetting number 14 for Everton. He's got some great stats. Take a look at this. 86 jumping, 85 interceptions. Not bad at all. A solid signing indeed. Another frustrating result in the Premier League. 1-1 against Southampton. David Neres getting the goal. We are loaning out Kieran Dowell to Galatasaray. I feel like he's got a great potential in this game, so loaning him out just makes sense. Maybe in a few seasons he could be starting for Everton. After knocking out Leicester City 4-0 on aggregate, we have made it to the finals of the Carabao Cup, where we will be facing Manchester United. A chance for us to win our first trophy this season, and I hope we can get the job done. Looks like Lookman is loving his football here at Everton. I've been giving him quite a few chances here and there, so it's good to see him, taking those opportunities. He's now up to a 74 rating. Good to see. I've got big expectations here from Ademola Lookman. Can we actually please win a game? We've now been beaten by Huddersfield as well, 1-0, with Aaron Moy, the Australian, getting the goal. Transfer offer for Sigurdsson, there's absolutely no way we're selling him, at least this season. He's been really good for me and I'm glad to have him at the club. Also, I don't think I'll be making any pre-contract signings because most of the players I would have liked to sign, like Rabiot or even Talisca, they've all joined clubs. They've already gotten themselves deals for next season, so yeah, that is a bit frustrating. And that's the transfer window done and dusted for us. We've brought in Pavard for 22 million and we've sold Baines and of course Dowell. Of course we didn't receive any money for that, but I feel like we've done good business this window. We've brought in a World Cup winner. We still have about 14 million left in the transfer budget, which should get added to our next season's budget. And the team we have right now, I am pretty happy with it. I didn't sell any of the players we have existingly. I got some good offers, but I feel like with us being top of the league, it's not fair selling these players because they've done a great job so far. So we've got this team until the end of the season. Let's hope we can get some silverware. Some crazy transfer business going all around Europe. Liverpool, our rivals, balling out, signing Dani Parejo for £33.7 million. Saul to Bayern Munich. Koulibaly to Liverpool, and Jimenez to Napoli. Some crazy transfers going around the footballing world. We've actually won a game, guys, finally, and it's Gylfi Sigurdsson. It just had to be that man, getting us the goal against Wolves in a 1-0 win. 25 games into the season, the Premier League table is certainly looking very interesting. Everton tied with Spurs at the top of the league with 48 points. We've scored 6 more goals than Spurs, and hence we are leading the league in terms of goal differential. Okay, so this is bad. We've now lost to Watford, so we just can't get a string of good results. Like, we won our last game and I kind of expected us to beat Watford here, but we've lost 2-1. Now time for some gameplay. One of the games we are playing is against Manchester City, a team that's usually difficult to beat, but we start off really strong as Gylfi Sigurdsson scores a brilliant free kick. I've been wanting to score a free kick in this series for a long time, and finally we've gotten the job done, but it wasn't over yet as David Neres traps the ball brilliantly, cuts inside onto his left foot and shoots brilliantly to make it 2-0 against City under 20 minutes. So absolutely brilliant. Now while you guys can see the rest of this match, I wanted to talk about what are your thoughts on this series, because I've been getting a bit of a mixed response on this series so far. A few people like this format, of rushing through the season to get more seasons done, and a few people are a bit unsure about it. So I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on this, and if you guys are enjoying this series, would definitely appreciate you guys dropping a like, as we've given away a 2-goal advantage, and guess what, we then concede another goal. Terrible defending. Benjamin Pavard made a big mistake there and we lose to City, which is definitely frustrating. 3 points dropped. A much needed win for us against Cardiff. Tom Davies and Calvert-Lewin getting us the goals in this 2-1 victory. It is time for a cup final now. Manchester United versus Everton. This is a chance for us to win a trophy this season. Let's hope we can get the job done and lift the Carabao Cup. Right now guys, we're in the penalty shootout of the Carabao Cup and things aren't looking good for us at all. The game ended 0-0, but we missed our first 2 penalties. Iñaki Williams did score for us, but now if Alexis Sanchez does score for Man United, they will win the Carabao Cup. So unfortunately guys, we've lost out on the chance of winning our first trophy of the season, which is very frustrating. But fair play, with Everton, we've done really well to get to the final of the Carabao Cup. Even after losing out to Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final, our struggles continue as we lose to Newcastle United in the Premier League, which is very disappointing. Well guys, I guess it's fair to say that we are kind of crumbling. We're now down to 3rd place. 7 points off Spurs. I guess winning the league is not an option now. It's sad, but I guess to be fair with the team we have, we've got to be realistic. I feel like Champions League football should be our goal, and we're doing that pretty well in 3rd place right now. Although if results don't go our way in our next few Premier League games, we could drop out and a team like Man United or Chelsea could hop back in. So we've got to be really careful and play our last few games of the Premier League season in a top manner. Winning the Premier League title may be impossible right now, but we've got to keep going so that we can secure a top 4 spot so that we get Champions League football this season. A draw against Chelsea will help us because Chelsea are a good side, so I won't really complain. But now we've got the Merseyside derby, and I really want to get a win here to try and, get back to winning ways, get back to the form we were in the last episode, the first half of the season. And it's this man again, Gylfi Sigurdsson, who scores a bit of a scrappy goal. He got lucky with the rebound, but he did put that one brilliantly into the back of the net. Gylfi Sigurdsson is fighting for the golden boot. It'd be crazy if he does actually manage to win that, as Salah scores for Liverpool and equalizes and gets Liverpool the draw. But to be fair, I will consider this as a win because, it's a solid result against a team like Liverpool. The victory in the Merseyside derby has certainly given us a lot of confidence, and we also managed to beat West Ham 2-1 away from home, Richarlison and Iñaki Williams getting the goals for us. Isaac Cook, one of the most talented players in our youth academy, wants out unless we sign him up to the first team, so that is exactly what we are going to be doing. He's got 83 to 93 potential, so we know he's going to be a decent player at some point, so let's promote him to the senior team. Well, look at this. Cook is a CDM and has got 5-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, medium high work rate, 6'3" as well. This guy could be phenomenal for us in the future. Up next, we've got Arsenal. I'd love to win this game, but to be fair, I will take a draw. Considering we're fighting for top 4 now, rather than the Premier League title, we just need to avoid losing to the big teams. But Gylfi Sigurdsson has other plans as he scores a great goal. We've had some decent results lately, getting ourselves a draw against both Liverpool and Chelsea. That's not bad, but getting a win here against Arsenal could be massive, as Iñaki Williams scores an outrageous goal, making it 2-0 for Everton. That's a brilliant start, but unlike the game against Man City, we've got to be careful and not, of course, giving up a 2-goal lead, as here's Iñaki Williams once again. Still Iñaki Williams finds Andre Gomes, who finds Richarlison, and the Brazilian, who's of course been signed from Hull City, puts this one into the back of the net, and Everton lead 3-0. Not bad at all, but could Everton score another one and bury Arsenal? Maybe. Seamus Coleman now on the attack finds David Neres, who goes for the finesse shot, and that is just top bins. There's no stopping that, and we've made it 4-0 in the first half itself. There's no way Arsenal are coming back from this. What a game this has been, but who knows, Arsenal may actually do it, as Danny Welbeck scores a sensational goal coming off that right foot of his. And Arsenal are now back in it, but they still need to score 3 goals if they want to just get a point from it. They weren't able to do that. They were able to score another one, and the final result was 4-2. But I feel like this is an important win for us, and I'm really glad that we've managed to get the result against Arsenal. A big win. Oh, that is disappointing. Our crazy win streak comes to an end. A brace from Al Sommer, who's joined Fulham, gets them the victory, 2-1 to them. But we've won a lot of our recent games, so I reckon we should be in a good spot for finishing in the top 4. In fact, let's take a look at the league table. Well, we are only 4th, even though we went on a crazy win streak. But to be fair, we do have a game in hand over Wolves, but that one is against Manchester United, who are also 3rd. So the Premier League is going to have an intense finish, but it does look like Spurs will end up winning the Premier League because they have a 3-point advantage already, but they also have a couple of games in hand. Well, that is disappointing. We've lost out to Manchester United because I have taken some big L's from United throughout the course of this season. I didn't want to play them again because I knew I would lose. They're just too good in this game, and we don't have the team to compete against them. I thought maybe simming the game we could get the result as it's at home, but that didn't happen. United run away with the win. With Wolves giving us an extremely difficult competition for that 4th place, we needed a win against Palace, and that's exactly what we've done. A 2-0 win against them, Richarlison and Bernard getting the goals for us. Okay, so Tom Davies has suffered a broken ankle and will miss the rest of the season, so he won't be there for the final 2 games of the season, which is frustrating for Tom Davies, but we should be able to manage because we don't really have that many games left, and Andre Gomes will get the job done. Just a couple of more games left, guys, in the Premier League. We need to continue winning, and we get ourselves a 4-1 win against Burnley. Absolutely perfect. Coleman getting himself sent off means that he'll miss the final game of the season. Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Iñaki Williams and Digne getting the goals for us. Yes, guys, we've guaranteed ourselves a spot in the top 4, which means we will be getting Champions League football next season, but we've still got a bit to play for in the final game of the season, which happens to be against Spurs. Now, the thing is, if we beat Spurs, we will be on 68 points, and which means we will be above Chelsea, getting ourselves a direct entry into the Champions League group stages. But if we finish 4th, we've got to play the playoffs, so I'm really looking to beat Spurs, and also we will actually have an impact on who wins the Premier League title, because if we beat Spurs, Man United have an easy job beating Cardiff. Then of course United will win the league, so it's crazy in the Premier League right now the way things are. What a finale to the season. Oh man, I would love to see Sigurdsson score a few goals for us in this game, because then he will end up winning the Golden Boot award, as he scored 19 goals, with 20 being the most scored so far this season. In terms of assists, well, Harry Kane will run away with this award for sure. What a finish this could be to the Premier League. We win and we get ourselves 3rd spot. If Tottenham win, they win the Premier League title, as Gylfi Sigurdsson scores another goal. That's his 20th goal of the season, and that could be the goal that gets him the Golden Boot, and also 3rd spot for us. And also it could mean that Man United may win the Premier League title, but Spurs do manage to score another goal, so I'm not sure what's going to happen in the league table. Are we going to get the 3rd spot? Are Man United going to win the league? Are Spurs? Let's find out what happens. What an unbelievable finish to the Premier League. It went down to the last game, to the last minute. Unfortunately for Spurs, their late goal wasn't enough to give them the Premier League title, as Manchester United win the Premier League once again after like 6 or 7 years. 73 points is all what they needed after 38 games. We finish in 3rd place, getting direct qualification into the Champions League group stages, which is fantastic. 2 points above Chelsea. I feel like we've had a fantastic season. Let's see the teams that have gotten themselves relegated. Fulham, Newcastle and Cardiff will be going back down to the Championship. There you have it, guys. Take a look at this. Gylfi Sigurdsson finishes as top scorer of the Premier League alongside Aubameyang and Harry Kane. Well deserved. That's all I've got to say, because he has been brilliant for us throughout the course of this season, scoring so many important goals. David Neres, Iñaki Williams and Richarlison scoring 13 and 12 goals respectively. Again, all three of them have actually been brilliant for us. No other players for us in, of course, the top 25. Top assisters though, Harry Kane with 13, Gomez and Neres with 9 each, and also Sigurdsson contributing 7 assists for us. Clean sheets wise, we've got De Gea having the most clean sheets with 11. Pickford having 10 clean sheets. Let's see who is in the team of the season. Are we going to see players from Everton in here? And it looks like we do have a couple of Everton players in here, with Pickford and Luca Digne making it in. Let's check out the rest of the team. David Neres is there, Sigurdsson is there. We've got Digne and Pickford. So 4 Everton players in the team of the season. United won the league and have still got only 1 player in there, which is really weird. Golden boot for marksman Sigurdsson, well deserved in my opinion. Guess who wins player of the season in the Premier League? It's this man, the Icelandic king, Gylfi Sigurdsson. He's been so good for us this season, man. And yes, his long shot stats kind of depict what he's been doing for us all season long. Really happy to have him at the club, and I'm hoping next season he can have an even better one. Let's have a bit of a chat about our youth academy. We sent our scout to England. He only managed to bring us like 3 top English talents throughout the course of the season, which is a bit disappointing, but we've got some good players in here like Jamie Bell, who looks like an absolute baller at the age of 16, 81 to 94 potential, and Oscar Murphy, 88 to 94 potential, and also Isaac Cook, the CDM that we've signed to our first team. Not so bad, I guess. Do let me know in the comments section, next season, where should we send George Robinson? Which country? I'm hoping to get a few more, talented youngsters into our youth academy. Time to take a look at the attribute growths of our players, and guess what? They've been growing really well. And Williams has gone up by 3. He's now 84 rated. David Neres has gone up by 3 as well. I really like this guy in this game, man. He's got some crazy good stats. Kieran Dowell, one of our talented youngsters, now on loan at Galatasaray, has gone up by 3 as well. Richarlison up by 3, Lookman up by 3, Tom Davies, who is now injured, is also up by 3, Pickford up by a couple, Calvert-Lewin, Mina all growing pretty well, Andre Gomez as well up by 2, and now a bit of a question regarding Gomez. Should we sign him in the next season, guys? He's been decent for us, and I feel like he's a good player in this game, but he might be a bit expensive. Let me know in the comment section if we should re-sign Andre Gomez. He's actually been brilliant for us this season. Benjamin Pavard and Michael Keane and Mason Holgate and Digne as well, all gone up by 1. Now, let's take a look at some of the downgrades. Stekelenburg, a player that will be leaving, gone down by 2. Phil Jagielka, who will be retiring at the end of the season, which is basically now. Really appreciate his contribution towards Everton over the years, but it's his time now to retire. The same with Leighton Baines, 2 legends. It kind of feels fair to let them, run out of their contract rather than just selling them. So I feel like that's the right move. Both have gone down by 2 and massively in their stats. But to be fair, first season, some of our players have grown really well. Next season, with the money from finishing in the top 4 in the Premier League, I reckon we should have a budget of over £100 million. Now, do you guys want a season 2 with Everton? You guys need to vote by clicking the I button on the top right of your screen. The format is going to be the same for season 2, so I'm not sure if you guys do want to see a season 2. We're going to be playing half a season every episode, so I'm letting you guys decide whether there should be a season 2 with Everton. I had so much fun recording this series for you guys, but it's up to you guys to decide if y'all want it. I feel like we've got a lot to do with Champions League football next season, potentially making some big signings. It should be fun. But anyways, regarding transfers, if we're going to have a season 2, I'd love to, get your transfer suggestions in the comment section below, because we have a lot to do. We need to find a new right back, potentially a new left back, maybe another midfielder as Gomez will be leaving, maybe someone in the attack, because like Sigurdsson is 29, nearing 30, and we don't really have that many backup options. Maybe another striker, although I don't think we need that. But yeah, loads of transfers that we can work on. So if you guys have any suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. And that is it, guys, for season 1 of the Everton career mode. It was super fun to record, and I really hope you guys did enjoy it as well. I feel like the finish of the Premier League season was just insane, with United winning the Premier League title. But that's done. We're done with season 1. Now season 2, I'm hoping we can make a lot of improvements depending on whether you guys want it or not. But that is it, guys, for season 1. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to show your support by dropping a like on this video. If you're watching my content for the very first time, do subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content. And I'll see you guys very soon with another video on this channel.